Hi everybody, it's Joy Chisom, and yes, I am back again with another wonderful episode for Real Talk with Joy Chisom. And if you are tuning in for the first time to this channel, welcome to the Real Talk family. Here we learn together and we grow together. If you're yet to subscribe and then turn on your notifications so you get notified whenever we drop any episode. For tonight's episode, we are going to be talking about how to know if a guy is interested in you. But before that, do not forget you can follow me on any of my social media platforms, on Instagram at Joy Chisom 03 or Twitter at Joy Chisom 03 or Facebook at Joy Chisom. And do well to go listen to our previous episodes on any podcast platform, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and hear all we had to say over the years. So yes, back to tonight's episode, how to know if a guy is interested in you. The first thing I'm going to say is ask him. Yes, I said it. Ask him. It does not make you look cheap. It does not make you look desperate or immature, but it shows that you've got plans for yourself, and you will not want somebody who is confused or doesn't have a direction coming along your way and delaying things that you have for yourself. You know, we ladies, we easily catch feelings. I would say that no matter how we say, some people will say, I've given up on love, this, that. We easily catch feelings. Once the guy is doing the right thing, before you know, the feelings will just start growing and growing and growing. And if you don't ask him or he doesn't come up to you and say anything on time, you get to fall in love with this guy, and later on you find out that he was never interested. He just wanted friendship, and you begin to hate somebody's son for nothing because of assumptions. So you have to ask him. You're not asking him, telling him that I like you, we've been talking for a while, what do you think? No, that's not what I mean asking. I mean ask him, we've been talking for a while, you've been a really nice person in my life, but I want to know what we actually are doing. Are we doing friendship, or this is going to be something that we have to look into because it's going to end up into being a relationship? Asking him makes him know that you have plans for yourself, like I said earlier on. And if, for example, he's being shy or he doesn't want to ruin what you both have because of friendship, he's scared, he doesn't want to ask you out and you turn him down. You know, some persons are really immature, and before you know, their friendship becomes awkward. It's not like they don't even know each other before now. So you have to ask him. It could make him to be able to speak up to you. So asking him for clarity is very important to define what you both are doing, because there are guys that are naturally like good, caring. They are like what you call a boyfriend material or a husband material, you understand? And before you know, he's just living his natural life, caring for you, loving you the way he's supposed to do, maybe seeing you as a very nice lady that should not be treated wrongly, because that's how his nature is. And before you know, you begin to read meanings into what does not even exist and fall in love with him. So the first thing you should do is to ask him if this is going to be a relationship or this is specifically for friendship. And the second thing on my list is his compliments towards you. Are they just for your looks? We know we are beautiful. Ladies, we all know we are beautiful, and we also love hearing that we are beautiful. So I'm not saying admiring you or telling you how pretty you are is a bad thing, no, but I'm saying, is that the only kind of compliment he gives to you? Is he all about your curves? Is he all about your beauty, how you look, physical, and all of that? But he does not compliment your personality. He does not compliment how kind you are, how lovable you are, the fact that you are someone who gives and cares for humanity, your passion, every other thing. Does he also compliment that part of you? Is he complimenting the fact that your spiritual growth is getting higher, your workspace, your business, everything you find yourself doing? Does he also take note of it? Does he have concern about those areas? Because if he does not, then he's not ready to be in a serious relationship with you. When he's all focused on just complimenting your physique and your body, then you know where his focus is. You know what exactly he wants to have with you. You know whether this man loves me or he's lusting after me. So you have to look into his compliments. What kind of compliments is he giving you? Is he concerned about your character, or he doesn't even care how you speak to people? He doesn't even care how you respond to people, and and he's like, okay, it's fine and all of that, just because he's all intoxicated with your body. He's all into your body, your boobs, everything is just physical for him. That man then is not ready to have a relationship and is not interested in being in a relationship that will help build you and bring you up to where you're supposed to be. And the next thing on my list is his patterns. Does his pattern make it look consistent, or he's the person that comes once in a while? Hi, can we meet up? Can we see? Can we hang out? And you're like, oh my God, he calls back. Yeah, my sister. Any man that's interested in you will be consistent with his action. He's not loving you today and not loving you tomorrow. Today he's available, next week, next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks he's not available. He goes to you when he wants to. He's interested when he wants to, when he feels he has the time for it, and you are always available. That's the problem, and that's why he's always coming that way. Every man that wants to have anything serious with you will be consistent in their actions. Men love to pursue, but they don't pursue without having a goal at the end. So when somebody is pursuing you inconsistently, then you should know he's not interested in you. Let's look at Revelation chapter 3 and verse 16, and it says, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold or hot, I will spit thee out of my mouth. So imagine God not settling for someone who is confused, who is not focused, who doesn't know what they want, who is lukewarm. They're not hot, they're not cold, they are not here, they are not there. You are just not able to have like a good tick on what they want and who they want to be with you for. See. Do not even have it in your head that this person is interested in you. He has to be consistent in his actions. Is he spiritual today and tomorrow he's not spiritual? Is he saying you're looking beautiful today and tomorrow he's a jerk? Does he talk to you very well today and tomorrow he's talking to you in a very rough manner? He's not consistent with how he shows you that he loves you. Then that person is not interested in you, because everyone who has an interest in you would wholeheartedly want to show that interest, because they know that other people around you, they do not want anyone to come take their place. But when someone does not even care about the people around you, they do not even care about whether anybody is filling that space they have in mind, then that person is not interested in you, because consistency shows what truly one is after. And the last for tonight's episode is check if he pays attention to you differently. Check if he pays attention to you differently. I mean, listen up. If he treats you specially, because there are some people, the way they are treating you, the kind of information you're getting, another person is getting that information. I think there's something online that's like that says that don't feel so special until you get to see other people's conversation. Check if he treats you differently. Does he care about your things differently from every other lady in his life? Or he is that way with you, he's that way with A, he's that way with B, he's that way with every other lady in his life. There's no special thing about you. There's nothing that makes you stand out from every other lady in his life. Let me tell you what happened in the Bible. Jacob was given Leah, and that was not actually the person he wanted to be with. He wanted to be with Rachel, but based on culture and everything, Leah has to be married first and all of that. And he worked 7 years for this thing. Do you understand what it means to give your time and your life 7 years for somebody, and they ended up giving you somebody different? And at the end, he was like, why? This is not the person I wanted. And he told him, if you want Rachel, you have to work another 7 years. My guy actually worked another 7 years because that was the person he wanted. Do you understand what this means? He could have settled for less. He would have said, okay, there's nothing there. Let me just settle with Leah. After all, she's also a lady. She can also give birth to kids for me and all of that. But because where his heart belongs was not with Leah, he had to work extra to get what he wanted. He had to do what he had to do to prove to Rachel that this is actually you. I want you. Because there's nothing you want to tell me. The Bible does not say everything. But I know that Jacob and what's her name? Rachel, once in a while get to talk. He gets to tell her how he's feeling and all of that. So when Leah had to end up with him first, do you think Rachel will not be thinking, will this man come back? Will this man actually pick that 7 years all over again? He did. That's to show you that at that point, Rachel knew that she was special. Whether or not her sister had come before her, if the fact that Jacob was ready to give 7 more years to get her, that means she was special. That means she was a priority to him. So you have to check how he treats you. Does he treat you differently? Does he make you feel special? Or once in a while he makes you doubt your place in his life? Before you know, you're confused whether this man even loves me. Does he even love me? The way he's doing today, this lady that is always around him, or this way he acts with this lady is totally different from how he acts with me. You begin to think, you begin to get thoughts in your head. Not insecurity, do not get me wrong. Not when you feel insecure about your place in a man's life, no, but rather when his actions begin to make you feel insecure, make you feel or doubt how special you are to him. So you have to check, how differently does he treat you? How much priority are you to him? Does he put you first before every other lady? Because every man will want to make you know how special you are. If you actually are special to them, they don't hide it. They don't know how to hide it. They say Igbo men like to flaunt. When they flaunt, that's you just know that this man likes this woman. It's not just Igbo men. Every man that truly loves a lady would flaunt you, will make you feel special. And when I say flaunt, I not just mean social media, because a lot of people say like, oh, he does not post me on social media, that means he does not love me. That will be another topic for another day. But no, what I mean flaunting you, I mean before people that matters to him, before people that are important in his life. How does he treat you? How does it make you feel? So these are little things that I would say that you should look out for when you want to know if a guy is interested in you. And before you say that Joy Chisom did not end this thing very well, let me remind you, does a guy call you? Does he text? Somebody can say anybody would call you to get what they want. Yes, anybody will call you to get what they want. But we're not in for that prayer that we will have the wrong persons in our life. They will not come to us in Jesus' name. Amen. So does Oga call or he does not care? There's no way you tell me that somebody you love or somebody you're interested in, you will not hear from that person a whole day. Okay, let's say you were busy. A whole week, a month, you don't even call, you don't check up, you don't text and all of that. You don't even have plans to see this person once in a while. Then that means he's not interested in you. Yes, somebody will want to say, I'm not the type of person, because men will always want to validate themselves. I'm not the kind of person that calls my woman. I'm not the kind of person that texts my woman. Then you should be the kind of person that wants to meet up with your woman or meet up with somebody you have interest in. Because anything that you know you're supposed to do right to make this lady know that you're interested in her, make her know that you have feelings for her, you will do it. Whether it's your partner or not, because love is not even about how convenient it is to you. It's about knowing what the person would want you to do and doing it at the time you're supposed to. Loving the person from the person's love language and not yours. Because if you want to talk about the being convenient and all of that, it's not going to always be convenient. There are things that you'd have to put up with. There are things you'd have to drop. There are things you have to imbibe in your life because you want this person to know you're interested in them. So does he check up on you? Does he want to reach out to you once in a while to know how your day is going, to know what's happening in your life? He's not the one that after 6 months you now say, how are you now? You now start telling him story of things that no. Now if he's in the picture, then he's going to know what's happening. He doesn't even have to know every single thing every time, but he knows the little things, the most important ones that are happening in your life. But when he's not there, he does not know. Then when he calls it story time of all that has happened, how do people now want to talk about the future? So you have to check up all these things. And lastly, is Oga interested in your vision, or he's the kind of person that when you actually get together with him, he'll tell you to drop everything that concerns you and concentrate on him? Meaning that you begin to live your life for him, your vision, your passion, anything you ever dreamt to become dies off because you end up with this person. So you have to know if he's interested in your vision. That's why I was saying before that he's not just complimenting your body, he's not just into your looks, he's also interested in your growth as a person. He's interested in how you're moving from this level to the next level to the next level. When he sees there's a slowness in your movement, he's interested, babe, what's happening, and all of that. So all these things are the things that you have to look out for before you be jumping up and having feelings for somebody that is not doing majority of the things I've already mentioned. These are, I would say, major things that you should look out for. So is he interested in your vision? When you talk about the things that you dream of having to do and all of that, does he have interest? Does he show attention? Does he also put effort in helping you get to that dream? That's to show that he's interested in you. If he does not do that, he's just all about his vision, because there are men that will talk about themselves from beginning of the day to the end of the day, from one conversation to another. They're not even getting to hear how your day went, what's happening at work, with business, with school, or anything. They are not. They're just talking about their work, their business, their colleague here, their business partner there. Everything is about them. The world regulates around them, and they don't even care about your own vision, about your own passion, and what you dream of having to be. So you have to also look out for that. If he does, then he's interested in you. So yes, we've come to the end of tonight's episode, and like I would always say, I love you all. Do well to subscribe, turn on your notification, stay glued to this channel, as you'll be having to learn a lot while we grow and while we learn together. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all, and bye for now.